flash in the early season as both of these programs try to make an early statement and build that resume. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Oregon Ducks, the House of Loud, Autzen Stadium in Eugene. As we'll see a team from the Pac-12, the Oregon State Beavers, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Ducks will kick it away first. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Oregon State's offense will dial up the first ball plays in this one. A program whose history is built on speed. Oregon just ran away from the Beavers last time.
And the Ducks were ready to play a year ago. They were ready for a war. They came out, they took it to Oregon State. They didn't back off, Jesse. That game meant a lot to them.
Yeah, they just caught fire early, and Oregon State couldn't put the fire out. They had no answers. Every possession Oregon had, it seemed like they were going up and down the field. So a big challenge for Oregon State in this one is to try to get off to a great start.
To the air, it's Webster. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Pressure coming. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
That is exactly how you set a tone when you're on defense, and especially when you're at home. If you can get them and force them into a punt early, keep that crowd going and involved, man, is it fun to play defense.
They kick it away on 4th down. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. So Oregon's offense will get the ball for the first time. And it was a collection of highlight reel plays time after time last week. He'd love to do that again, David.
Oh, there's no doubt. He showed you he's capable. He showed you the big play ability, and he can make those big plays for this offense. And I think the offense is going to continue to look for him. Like, he is...
Breaks into the open. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. The Ducks trying to win the day by running for another first down.
Run the football. It's always been the staple. We can go back as far as you want with Oregon teams. The ones that were good, they were built on the running up.
And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Ducks! And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing it at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. He'll do it himself. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And now let's see if the offense can bail it himself out after the second down misfire. Looking to pass. It's Webster. Fires to the wideout. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. The Beavers will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Trying the left side. He's in open space downfield. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Keeps it on the bootleg. Quarterback moving. Fires on the move. Complete to the right. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. To the air on first down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Guys, let's chat for a moment about Oregon. I'm sure you guys saw what a get in recruiting 4-star defensive linemen gave them a verbal commitment just last week.
Yeah, you can't get enough of these guys, man. And they're excited because you got to play so many defensive linemen. This is the guy that's going to come in, be in the rotation early and often.
So now it's 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Makes the grab. It's Hill. Oh, he's got some space. And he's wrestled out of bounds after a nice pickup.
And that's a good lesson for quarterbacks out there. When you're throwing to your running backs, if you get it to them early and they've got some space around them, they can do damage. And that's exactly what happened there. These guys are trained to be great once they have the ball in their hands. He makes people...
Give him 6. Touchdown, Oregon.
And this QB starting to do some work, man. The big explosive play in the passing game. You get inside the 10, you're thinking run. Everybody thinking run. You back it up with another pass, another great throw, and quickly this offense gets right to the end zone.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they close the deal, pushing their way inches into the end zone. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Quarterback on the keeper. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
You know, as a quarterback, when you're doing this zone read play, you got to read that defensive end. If he crashes down hard inside to take the running back away, right away you know now you're keeping the football. Nice job by the quarterback.
To the air, it's Webster. And the defense, they've got him at the 27. And the Beavers will bring the punt team onto the field. Now on the return. He only needs a sliver of daylight. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. Leaves it with the running back. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
They'll line up for a second down play. Looking to fire. That's caught. It's Moore. Still on his feet at the 45. He's into plus territory, knocked out of bounds after the nice game, marking at the 47.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
Quick pass on the fly motion. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Quarterback may change this route. And the Ducks with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. There he goes. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
What a start for this offense throwing the ball. I love how they've come out in this game, and they've been aggressive. They've already scored a touchdown, and here they are taking another shot and getting a big play. If you're on defense, you have got to find a way to slow this quarterback down.
They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Moore to the air. Starting to feel a little pressure. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats, but when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain.
Touchdown, Ducks! That's the way you finish a drive and put up points. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. That touchdown grabbed the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability, that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive figure.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The give to the tailback. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. Here comes the offense on second down. Back to pass. Snagged out of the air. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. They've got a first down here to open the period. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking for a man. It's Webster. He'll throw it. Grabbed in the middle. It's Durant.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
The Beavers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
In football, you hear the term quick but don't hurt. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate in his pass.
On the option. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy first down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room, because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Touchdown, Oregon! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And this crowd was already jacked up. They were already excited. They were already making a difference in this football game, and the offense continues to pile on and give them something to cheer about. 27-0 here in the first half. This has been all home team.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Turning it on. Big play. Takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
The give to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his keys, and he's letting his God-given ability put him in the backfield to make these plays.
It'll be 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Webster. Catch in the middle, it's Bowers. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains, it's at the 37. The Beavers have this offense rolling. Quick completion to the right. The stop, the start, the juke, everything in the bag as he gets to the 29. What a weapon these wide receiver screens can be. Not only do you get a convoy blocking, you get dynamic running.
When you do this and you show me the threat of throwing this one.
What a job to lay out and make the catch. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Working that left side now. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
Wants to throw again. Going for 6. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon State.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game.
The extra point is good, but they're still down 28-7. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. Here we go. Moore will throw. Fires to the big fella. A solid pickup there, works it to the 38 before being pushed out of bounds.
Well, it's a nice job by the tight end there. He's patient. He fights his way through all the traffic in the middle of the field, running that drag route, making it an easy completion for the quarterback.
The Ducks in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Quickly complete. At the 45 on its way. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. The 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
Well, you can see why this team thinks this kid has a real bright future. It's amazing. He's only a true freshman. He's not built like one, though. And you saw it on that last play. Trust me, that is the first of...
Breaks into the open. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. This offense is about to face the one thing that can stop it. Time expiring in the first half. Before then, they can get another score. The throw. Big fella moving. Gets it into the end zone, but wait a minute. We'll have to check out the laundry on the field. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands. They'll try to add another to their lead. And he added the extra point. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted! Oh, what a play! Couldn't find a ton of room on that return, but that small change, they take over at the 43.
I love when people start to understand what we're doing defensively. If they're going to pass the football and that's where they're going to live, well, I'm going to live and dime. I'm going to bring more defensive backs on the field so I can cover more of these speed guys that they have out there. Great job by the defensive back, breaking on the football, making the INT, making the DC look very smart.
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Now they'll try the right side. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. And maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent, of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward. Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Big tight end makes the grab, 1st down, still on his feet. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. So they gamble on 4th down in the first half, and man, does it pay off.
4th and long. I mean, what just 4th and short? Nowadays, man, so much aggression in college football. And how about right there, 4th down and long? No problem. I got this in the first half.
The Ducks with the 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Moore to the air. Got his man. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up.
I'll tell you, this quarterback has just been in a great rhythm all game long. With that last completion, he's now over 300 yards passing.
Looking to throw on 1st down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This QB has been so comfortable all day long. Obviously having a ton of success. You've got to affect him. You've got to put some hits on those body blows so you can make him wear out and physically feel you. This is the first time really getting to him. This defense needed this bad.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Looking for the score! The flag flies in as this one falls incomplete. We'll see who it's on. The forward pass used to be illegal in football. That one still is. Already well within field goal range. Wonder how aggressive they'll be on 3rd and long from the 22. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. He'll take a shot. Intercepted to stop the threat. Got room on the return. He's at the 40. And a super return as he takes it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
And this QB's put up a lot of numbers today and had a lot of success, but man, he makes his first mistake. And this defense, they finally capitalize. They get the big turnover and stop.
Yeah, they needed something to go their way finally against the pass, and they get it right there. Now, if you're this quarterback, you got to turn the page quickly. Obviously, they're not going to stop throwing the football. They've had tons of success with this game tonight so far.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Back to throw, it's Webster. He finds a dead spot in the middle. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. They love nothing better than to add a 3-ball here before the break. Visualizing the right ball flight from 39 yards out in the right hash. Right down the boulevard, it's good. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, some real edge-of-your-seat moments, and there's still 2 quarters to go here between the Ducks and Beavers. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true 3-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and in the deep ball, he is a problem. And I don't think this defense has the solution. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the fight between Oregon and Oregon State plays out.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the third. They keep it on the ground to open the third. That keeps the running game churning. Pick up a 5 to the 23.
And I think after that play there, you're seeing how this offense is staying committed to having some balance. They've had so much success early in this game throwing the football, right? They've been lighting the scoreboard up through the air, but they also want to keep the defense up.
Running free. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
And this offense showing off the explosiveness, the big play down the field. This is so big because what it makes defenses do to react now. Now you scare them. Now you make them drop back a little bit. So that big passing play opens up this whole offense.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
That's a phenomenal job getting after the quarterback and getting a hit on him to affect his accuracy, because if they didn't get the pressure, that was going to be a touchdown. He had a guy wide open.
And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks! They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Palmer.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back. These guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
PAT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Gives it on the option. Oh, he's got some space. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
And that is exactly why you stick to running the football. Haven't had a lot of success, but boom, you pop one, right? That's what you got to do. You cannot become one-dimensional and just throw the football every down. Love the offense, sticking to the run. Nice job getting the first down.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
They've already got a bunch of sacks on them today and another quarterback pressure. This offense has to try to find a way to get the ball out a little bit quicker, to protect the quarterback a little bit more. Whether it's screens, whether it's draws, whether it's rolling your quarterback, something has to change for this offense to protect their quarterback a little bit better.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
And this offensive line's got to do a better job. Man, you got to protect your quarterback. Listen, this offense is not playing great. They got to somehow find a way to start to get something together here in the second half.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And he feels the heat coming in. It burns him up. Another sack. And the Beavers send out the punt unit.
And everybody in the stadium knew that was going to be a pass, right, guys? I mean, it's 3rd down. You're trailing by so many points right now, and the defense is just smelling blood in the water. They're like sharks out there right now, getting after the quarterback. They've been doing that all game, by the way. And that's a trend that looks like it's just simply going to continue.
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Man, what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. Trying to get the corner. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Catch in the middle, it's Moore. And some room to work. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as he gets him down at the 37.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the 3rd quarter. But when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out. And that's exactly what they're doing now.
Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Fleming. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
It's a really nice job by the defense staying disciplined there, and the quarterback's trying to get it out on the right side. As soon as he makes the catch, though, down he goes. Really good job with the tackle.
And the Ducks trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Makes the catch. It's Green. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Now facing a 3rd and long. Moore will throw. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Firing to the right, complete. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. First play of this drive comes from the 27. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Snagged in the middle. It's Durant. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
And that by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Off play action. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. looking at third down.
Well, the best thing that's happened so far in this game for this offense has been looking this guy's way and giving him a shot. He has their only touchdown in this game, so they're trying to take another shot down the field. Good job in coverage defensively. You've got to be aware of where this guy is because right now he's been their biggest playmaker.
Motion from the wideout. This is a designed run. They thought they could just run it on third and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. The Beavers will punt this one away. They'll be forced to kick for the 6th time tonight. He's got it. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They'll get this drive started from the 29. They go to the ground. Stopped after a pickup of 4. Good run to get it out to the 34.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Now the play fake. They get to him as he throws. Got him downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
To the ground with the back. There he goes. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
Moore to the air. And he fires over the middle. It's incomplete.
Yeah, and sometimes the coverage is just great. And as a quarterback, you throw the football away or don't try to force it too tight into a window, and you just say, hey, defense won that rep. Good coverage.
After the incompletion, they go back up top. And they can't make the connection, and 3 quarters are in the books as we head to the 4th. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. They had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the big fella. Lots of running room. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
Outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now late in the game, you got the lead. That first down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the dub.
And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Wants to go up top. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon! Fired in from the red zone for the score. They push the lead out here in the 4th quarter and close to getting back on track and going 2-1. It's as if the Duck has hopped on that motorcycle and is revving the engine, and Oregon is threatening to drive away.
And Oregon's a team that, man, when they get it going, a lot of times they're just so hard to stop. The swag gets rolling. The uniform always looks good, but Oregon State's going to have to find something in this rivalry.
They need a big play, and they need it right now. The Beavers need to be able to slow down this runaway train that is the Oregon Ducks right now.
Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Just gets rid of it before the heat.
Got to give this defense credit, guys, because all game long they have forced their opponent to be one-dimensional. They haven't allowed anything to happen in the passing game. As a result, we're here in the fourth quarter. They barely allowed over 100 yards passing.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Looking to fire. Makes the catch. Still on his feet at the 45. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
It was so important this offense was able to find a way to get in the rhythm, and the running game is now helping that. 2 straight punts on their previous 2 drives. This drive, though, they're having a little bit more success. Big reason why is this running back. He's been able to find some creases to run through, and it's really helping out this offense.
Noses his way forward, maybe gets one. They'll mark it at the 18.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
Makes the grab. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? How valuable is a tight end in the red area? Now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
I love it. Find the big fella down in the red area. Big target, works the middle of the field, easier throws. Nice job by this offense, keeping it very simple.
Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Yeah, and this offense, man, they just continue to struggle. And they need to find something that they do really, really well. And running the football late in the fourth quarter when you're getting beat by a good bit, that's probably not it. This offense needs to hit the gas, and they need to pitch and catch a little bit and throw the football around.
This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out.
Okay, ready?
It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone.
Easy.
He's looking to throw. They'll run the screen. He's going for the goal line. And he crosses the goal line and gets the touchdown, but way too little, way too late. But they still do count it for 6.
And this has been a rough day for this offense, and finally, some good things to happen. Build some momentum maybe for the future. You know, that's the way the coaches spin it when you're getting beat up and you're getting destroyed. Like, listen, let's find something for the future. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep working. This team's done that, put some points on the board, so it's not all bad.
Lining up for the PAT. Right down the middle. So that was a 10-play, 75-yard drive. And they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. The returner will field it and try to get some field position. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And Oregon Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. The give as they work on that clock. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position.
Turning it on! They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch.
I tell you got to be careful if you're the defense right now because you're behind. I know you want to be aggressive. You might want to start blitzing, getting a lot of guys close to the line of scrimmage, but this offense is going to take opportunities when they have one-on-ones, and they just...
Wide open on the right. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they capped off the drive with a big play through the air, scoring from 50 yards out. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we'd have just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David. But I'll say this, if you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You got to take the week of practice very seriously and find those positives that you can build off, David, you're talking about.
Grab near the sticks. It's Griffin. Breaks into the open. I'm sorry you're unlikely to win today, but here's a fabulous parting gift. A late touchdown.
Hey, good for them. They put together a drive. They got a touchdown. It's been a bad day. I mean, this is a day they're going to want to forget. They're getting destroyed, but at least you get some positive vibes. Maybe finish this game on a little bit of a high note. A little bit.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. Bangs it through for an extra point. What a display of explosive capabilities on that drive. 75 yards, 2 plays, and a touchdown. So the kickoff team will come out after they turn in a score on that last drive. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. This is quickly turning into a celebration, Jesse, as they've taken control of this game.
And they should feel good about how they played. They knew they had to come in here, protect home turf. They've gone out, they've run it well, they've thrown it well, David. Really, so much that this coaching staff can be happy about.
Yeah, and now it's about stat padding, right? Like you can just put up more numbers. You know this game's pretty good. Don't turn it over, don't make a mistake, but this game is well in hand.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Trying play action. Unloads to the wideout. Picked off. What a play to set him up. They got him down quickly after the pick, but he'd already made the biggest play, and they've got it at the 38.
Reese, I know you're a little bit of a front runner, so you probably would quit. You'd probably sub yourself out and take yourself out of the game. But I like that they're continuing to fight. Keep fighting. You never know what's going to happen. Actually, you know what? I know you're not going to win, but it doesn't matter. Keep fighting to the very end.
Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown. And there's nothing you can do about it because this one's over. Jesse, now we got to start progressing for next week, for the rest of this season, so we don't let one bad game turn into two.
Yeah, there are very few teams out there that won't watch game film, but they may want to skip this one. I mean, because it may hurt their confidence. They just need to turn the page and get ready for the next opponent and forget this day ever happened.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Here comes the heat. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
And that play is a microcosm of what this game has been. They have not been able to protect their quarterback all game long, early or late, up front. Moving forward, this offense has got to do a better job, or else they're going to be in a lot of trouble. You cannot give his effort.
It's a fumble. And this fumble will squirt out of bounds.
Ball security has to be at a premium. They're lucky that rolled out of bounds, and now that's set up fourth down. But, David, you know against this defense, they are coming and they want to create takeaways.
And as a defense, that's what you focus on week in, week out, trying to get that football, trying to punch it out. The biggest thing you have to do to create fumbles is everybody fly to the football. Unfortunately, that ball bounced out of bounds, but a nice job ripping it loose and causing the fumble.
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have control of the ball, Jesse.
And this is definitely one of the best play callers, right, for an offensive coordinator. You're getting ready to go into victory formation. So many good things happened today. It seemed like everything he was dialing today, David, ended up working out.
No doubt. They put a lot of highlights together, put a great offensive game together, complete football game. They get the win. On to next week.
Almost got it to midfield on that one. He's out of bounds, a yard short at the 49. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted, and finally, this defense makes a play. Got some room to run. He's at the 20. And he is brought to the ground, and that's how we'll wrap this one up. So as they've done so many times in this in-state rivalry, it is the Ducks who outclass the Beavers. That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make a statement and make an example out of their opponent.
And those are fun moments in the locker room, aren't they, Jesse? Like,